we feel that had we done some consultations on this matter before bringing it here, we would have been able to present today a bill that would be more acceptable by both parties, employers and employees. We feel, Mr. President, that this bill before us, in a way, is sort of dividing and conquering both groups, employers, putting employers against employees or employees against employers, in the way we view what is before us. And so when we look at the 116, 2 speaks to the gross weekly wages of workers shall not be reduced as a result of the reduction of maximum weekly working hours. So that's the original. The amendment here is speaking to, notwithstanding that, the employer may, with the agreement of the employee. So it doesn't mean that the employer must get, in our view, must get any agreement from the employee. He may. The employer will try, and if the employee doesn't want, the employer will still do what he or she wants to do.
I genuinely and respectfully suggest to the NTUCB, for whom the Senator makes representation for here, for them to get a lawyer to advise them on certain things. When you are a major organization like that, I would imagine that you would have an attorney or attorneys on board to support you and advise you, because this bill, to me, Mr. President, except with the omission of maybe a comma that I see that can be put there, is as clear can be, and keeps everything as is. And it can only change if the two sides agree. Now, what can be better than that? In other words, then, with this amendment, Mr. President, no employer can take any step contemplated in this amendment without the employee agreeing, where the employer may, notice the comma, may, comma, with the agreement of the employee, not a comma. So when you go to the second reading, I think, committee, when we go to committee, we could put the comma. With the agreement of the employee. So the employee have to agree.
As an attorney, you will know, Mr. President, that may means may. It doesn't mean must. And there's a difference. And so, Mr. President, I want to say a couple of things very clearly. One, I understand that this law is limited to 2 particular situations. It is very clear. There are no questions about that. However, Mr. President, there is the flip side of the may. And that flip side is that I, as an employee, do not agree to take lesser hours. I, as an employee, do not agree to go on leave. What then happens, Mr. President? And I think that is where the anxiety lies. Is it then, Mr. President, that the employer say, you are fired? You're fired? Is that what we're aiming for?